Let me share with you today my forever living retail journey. How I went from local hustle to global success. The humble beginnings. I'm from a town called Abeokuta in Ogun State. In 1999, I was introduced into the network marketing space with a different American company. And for 1 year, we used to travel to Ghana to bring in the products. And I took a loan from my cooperative society at that time to invest in the business. Unfortunately, there was no proper mentorship, so we front-loaded products to qualify to become a director. That's a leadership position. Unfortunately, because the company does a lot of warehousing of products, the expiry date was just 3 months. So the bulk of the products expired in my house and I threw them away. It was a 1 year experience, but I also in that 1 year came across the book Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark and Rennie Yarnell. I read that book 3 times and I realized that we were not properly mentored. But I read the stories of people who failed on their first trials and I was impressed. I simply made up my mind that if these people can make it, I can make it. And with that, I renewed my distributorship with that company and I was ready to start it all over. Coming back into Nigeria, a friend's husband who supplies diesel to the Forever Living product office that they just opened in Lagos invited me. Being a customer to the other product he buys from me, he said, let me take you. I've seen a place in Ikeja where they are packing aloe vera products to go and sell. I said, why not? So I followed him there. And the deputy managing director did a presentation to me and gave me a sample of the Forever Aloe Vera gel to taste in a glass. And she also cut open the leaf, the aloe leaf, and I tasted the inner gel. And the marketer in me rose. And I said, wow, there is no difference between the two. And I was sure that the market for aloe vera was available. So I collected the registration form immediately and I told her that, Ma, give me 1 week, I will come back with money to start. And so we left. The following day, my friend went there and started the business. And then the husband called me and said, is your money complete? I said, no. Within those 3 days, I had traveled home, spoke to people I know, even my father. But because they didn't understand what I wanted to do, nobody was ready to borrow me at that time 50,000 naira to start the business. But when the same person that took me there called me, his name is Mr. Omoboye Diaby. I said, no, the money is not complete. He said, come, I will borrow you, without me asking. But because he believed in me, he just gave me a check for 32,000 naira, which at that time was about $300. And with that, I bought my combo pack. And that was how I started my journey with Forever. And that was on the 10th of August, year 2000. So taking my box home, I went straight to my training center. Because when I started with the other company, I had a training center in Abeokuta, which I rented from my father. And so I called my people and I spoke to them about these products. The only aloe vera gel in that combo pack, which is the #1 flagship product of Forever, is the aloe vera gel, which contains 99.7% of the gel in the leaf. I gave this bottle to my father. Then he was 78. And I said, sir, drink this. And after 7 days, my father sent a message to me and said, how much are you selling that thing? I told him then it was 2,350 because the exchange rate then was 100 naira to $1. And he said I should bring 3 kegs for him. I said, sir, I'm just starting business. I cannot dash you 3 kegs. He said, no, write your invoice, which I did. And he paid me cash for all the 3 bottles. I then asked him, I said, sir, the you that I know, because my father was an entrepreneur, you don't waste money. Tell me, give me a feedback. And he simply said he could feel dirty things leaving his body. And that was my first testimonial. And honestly, that was very important for me. And with that, I started telling everybody. After about a month, my father's natural skin color came out. With detoxification, the number one function of the gel is detoxification. And with detoxification, your body is clean and your skin comes out clean. His initial skin color was restored, and his friends started asking him, Baba, what are you using? You are using, in Yoruba they will say, Otin lo sagbadewe. That means you are using something that is making you look younger, slowing down the aging process. And he said, yes, there is this American product that it's Fentola that is selling it, and he told them the price. Now, these are pensioners. Nobody wants to die. So, they will bring their money to my father, and he will just say, so person has brought his money, bring his product. So, my first set of customers were built around my father's story and testimonial. So, the Forever office was in Lagos. I was living in Ekpe. My office and customers and business were in Abeokuta. And so, between year 2000 and 2005, I built a network of Forever distributors, and the business grew from Abeokuta into Lagos, into Makurdi, into Jos, into Kano, into Kaduna. All over those places, I had distributors within the first 5 years, including Abuja. So it became an interesting thing, and trust was important because the only office Forever had was still in Lagos. But that was how we started. So I built the customer base through word of mouth advertisement, and then I built a team of Forever distributors, and that was the first 5 years in the business. So 2006 to 2012, I was already a soaring manager in Forever, meaning that I have 5 managers, 5 leaders in my first generation, and we were all growing together. But the way we were doing the business improved. We were now doing presentations with projectors, we were using laptops, a lot of things were happening, and then online banking system was introduced, so people could send their money from one location to the other. So I will collect the money, buy their products in Lagos, and at a point I had distributors up to Calabar. So from Lagos, we will send products by ourselves. I will buy it from the Forever office and send to Jos, to Gombe, to Kano, to Kaduna, to Makurdi. We were sending products all over. I had manager in Port Harcourt, and that was what we were doing. So we were handling the delivery by ourselves. So I had a register. Everybody I recruit will put their number. It has to be with me. I go to the office, order products in everybody's name, and send to them. And that was what we were doing. So everything was manually done, but we were growing. So the team was expanding. I was traveling all over Nigeria to help people. I even went into Cotonou. I went to Port Novo, that's part of Republic of Benin. I did presentations in the local language on radio. We did health awareness talk at the Plateau State House of Assembly for the members and their spouses. I mean, we were being paid as health coaches, and it was interesting. I enjoyed doing this because enlightening people means you're helping them to prevent complications of the ignorant lifestyle that we were all living. And so the products is something that everybody needs, and people will continue to use it as long as we are creating the awareness. So from personal experiences that we share, many people also started to enjoy the products. but we were still doing everything manually. But growth was coming, so resilience was being built, and it was a good experience. So we were learning and we were growing, and that was a phase in the business up to 2022, 2012. 2012 was when I got pregnant. I was 44 and I got pregnant for my first child at that age. And so the traveling reduced, but the business continued to grow because of mentorship. 2013, we began to have expansion and team building. And that was when I gave birth to my daughter, my princess. And my business did not slow down because I was nursing a baby, although the traveling reduced. But I tell you, that is where the coaching and leadership skills came in. So the business continued to grow. We were expanding, and then team building, because we now had leaders in the team. The leaders were on their own also building their own team in different locations. And then some of our people started traveling out of Nigeria. So we have people relocating to the UK, to the US, and even in South Africa and other places. And the growth continued. So every country where we also have the Forever Rally, we also continued to network, continued to build customers. And at that time, the GSM has entered Nigeria, and we are learning to use Facebook and other social media platforms. And so since 2015, I remember very vividly, I started coming on Facebook. I did a full digital marketing training. I learned how to build funnels, how to do a lot of things. I mean, I was growing older, but the zeal to get these products in everybody's hand consumed me, and we continued. I tell you, from that 32,000 naira that I borrowed to start this business, I have traveled the world with Forever 37 times. Holiday for two, all expenses fully paid for, plus spending allowance. It's been a beautiful journey. There are lots of incentives that come as you grow, but I tell you, the basic thing to do is to retail this business. Now the trends are coming in, things are changing. So up till 2019, the team building caused the expansion, and we were growing into other countries. And at that time, Forever also moved almost all our trainings online, and you could, by pressing your phone, products are available in other countries. You could get customers elsewhere, and without you being physically involved in moving products, the business keeps growing. And then 2020 entered and COVID came in. I will tell you that it never reduced my income, because before then, Forever had moved most of our trainings and presentations, are linked to buy mobile apps already online. So in March 2022, when the 2020 rather, when the lockdown happened in Nigeria, I was personally living in Ibadan, and there was no lockdown in Ibadan, but there was lockdown in Lagos. But I chose to lock my family down, and for 6 months we were home. But I tell you, there's a power in mobility. At that time, the Lagos state government even gave us a letter enabling us to move, because we are essential. We are rendering an essential service, and so we were allowed to move. And that was when we experienced lots of growth. Most of the people that we've been talking to about the product, it was then that the awareness came for them that their immunity must be boosted. And so people started calling, "Hey Fentola, what can we use?" And I tell you, the second function of the aloe vera gel is to build your immunity. And so we were at home, but we were selling. And that was when I moved every aspect of my business online. In that 2020 May, we started subscription for Zoom. We started reaching people, doing health awareness talks, doing team meeting, doing business presentation. Everything moved online, and we started. 2020, we learned how to do Facebook advertisements and all of that, everything. And so I remained relevant in the business because I was able to adapt to these changes. We are in the information marketing business, and it is important to find many platforms to get information out to people. As long as you're creating an awareness, you will experience sales. So our customers followed us online, and all of us started enjoying the digital revolution. And I tell you, it became better. So all our team members that jackpot are relocated into different places. On every Monday we started with 7 p.m. Nigerian time. We moved it now to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Everybody comes online. So training became easier. Team meetings became easier. You could do one-on-one Zoom meeting and do a presentation. You could arrange a WhatsApp video call and talk to a customer. And so expansion continued. And the digital revolution that we never imagined when we started the business. And every day, Forever kept improving on the media, on the mobile apps. And it's been a worthwhile experience. So I can tell you that my shop, my office, everything I'm doing is here on this phone. And it's been a better experience. Honestly, when we started, it's now that we're looking at it that when we started, it was hard. We didn't see it as hard because the purpose, the why was strong. But today, it has only become better. So the digital revolution means that Forever has offices in 140 countries. I can sit down in my house in Abuja, Nigeria, and build customer base, communities of aloe vera gel users in 140 countries. I don't have a physical shop. I don't have a sales girl. I don't have a warehouse. Forever takes care of all the logistics, and it has become better. So what happened along the way? The distributors that refused to revolutionize following this digital path naturally dropped off. But if you remain teachable, yes, this is the place for you. So we learn daily, we grow daily, the business becomes better every day. From 2022 till now, that's in the last 3 years, with so much to learn and with so much happening, there is a better impact globally. And today I can tell you that I have built a lasting legacy. And it's more encouraging, and I'm happier that I have been able to also work with and help many people build a global impact and also lasting legacy. My mom died in my hand when I was 16 and she was 52. And 2 years after her death, we were paid her gratuity, and it was 15,000 naira 40 years ago. And that changed my life. And I simply told myself that what has happened to her must not happen to me. And that was why I chose the path of entrepreneurship. I can boldly tell you that choosing the path of being a Forever distributor, by the time I was 34, 2 years into this journey, I had actually built a passive income. And it's getting better and bigger. And because as we speak, Forever Living Products is 46 going to 47-year-old next month, I can boldly tell you that a partnership with Forever Living Products is a worthy partnership. Worthy. In which case you will not be afraid of tomorrow. I also tell people, I said, for just like any other business, you want to invest 5 years of your time, attention, and energy into building a business that will feed you for life and also feed your generations. And that is what we offer to you. You don't want to work today and the work does not have a passive income. When you invest 5 years into this partnership, you are giving people products that are completely organic, no side effects, no artificial preservatives, no artificial colorings. Nobody in almost 25 years that I have sold the products to has called me to complain that it is not working. Nobody. And that's why till today I can beat my chest. So at 57, I am excited. I am happy that I have built a legacy for my generation. So today, I work with people in the UK, in the US, in Germany, in Canada, in South Africa, in Rwanda, in Kenya. I can coach you to use our products, become more health conscious, avoid stress, and prevent the complications of living a stressful lifestyle. And all I need is to send you the link to my retail shop online, and you will order the products from the Forever office in London, for instance, if you live in London, and the office in London will get the products across to you and send me my retail profit. Isn't that wonderful? So Fentola today is an international businesswoman with offices in over 100 countries. Can you beat that introduction? And so that's how I have been able to go global, building a lasting legacy. Are you interested? Let me share with you some of the lessons I have learned over these 25 years. There is a power of consistency. You don't just go into a business, spend a few months and say it's not working. No, you need to give it your best. You need to learn how. If some people have succeeded in it, it means there is a secret to it. And I have shown many people the secret. Why does relationship matter in retailing? You're not just selling. Network marketing is called relationship marketing. It's called intellectual marketing. You are disseminating information and then you are nurturing the relationship that you have started. It works. People must trust you to remain loyal to your brand. So I have many customers over the years that we are still doing business together. So it's not just transactional, it must be transformational. People must, understand the benefits because you are remaining with them. And how do you handle rejections? I love the write-up called the Pareto principle. For me, I interpreted it in numbers. If I talk to 10 people, 2 of them will buy my products. I'm okay. So you must develop your emotions. When a client or a prospect tells you no, the no is not personal. The person is saying no to your offer. So keep sharing your offer. The simple analogy. So entrepreneurship is about developing emotional strength. You need to do that. It works. The importance of mentoring others. Making the big money in Forever is about building a team, a network of digital wellness entrepreneurs. So every day I come across people and I speak to them about the opportunity that is available here. Opportunity that at the end of every month you can earn in naira, in dollar, in euro, in pounds without leaving your physical location. You don't need to jackpot physically. You only need to have a platform or have an offer that is borderless. And that is what I am showing you today. If you are interested, I have something beautiful coming up. You like to be a part of it? You like to join our community? We are the Legacy Eagles Global Community, and we are over 45,000 globally. You like to be a part of us? We have a proven training system. I will hold you by the hand and teach you what to do. There is a process to it. If you are teachable and you're open-minded, come join us. Send me a personal message on my WhatsApp number and I will connect with you. The number will be scrolled on this video. Please send me a message, a WhatsApp message. I will connect and I will show you how to start your business with us. I look forward to working with you to become a global success. Thank you and God bless.